Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to a new game. Europolis, or whatever it's called. I can't pronounce it. EU3. I'll stick with that. I'm not going to do the sort of play-by-play. It's going to be, this is what I'm planning on doing, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing. And then a bit of play whilst I'm commentating, and then we'll move on, and so you'll get it in blocks. It's a game I've played on and off. I thought, yeah, I'll bring this in as one of the sort of alternate games to play. There is one problem with this game, is I do have to run it full screen, so you'll notice that I'm using the widescreen version. I think if you got a fairly widescreen monitor, or if you just maximise the videos, you should be alright. It's very hard for me to tell, because of course it does look alright when I'm running on 3 monitors and zoom to maximum zoom, but at the moment it's the only option I have. What I might do soon is get a second computer up and running and fire it off of a TV and do games where I can play those kind of games on that computer. I'll play on that computer rather than this, at least for running the videos. But for now, this is what I've got. I want to keep the videos rolling, so I've got no choice in the matter. Right, EU3, playing as Britain as usual, or England, and we're into 1464. So we're quite a few years, 65 years into this game. And things have started to move. You can see I've taken Ireland. I took Ireland very quickly, declared war as soon as it started, because I got the mission to take Ireland. Scotland is no threat, it's annexed, so they're my allies rather than my enemies, which is more typical with Scotland. Scotland did cost me the 2 provinces down here, Gascoigne and Lambourne. Not too worried about that. I really struggle against the French at the best of times, so I've got away with keeping Calais for now, so I'm not too worried about that. I like colonising. That's where I like playing this game, especially as England, because I really struggle to do anything in Europe. I just get absolutely trounced. But of course, I've always got a decent navy. Although in that war, I got everyone throwing. Got in that war. There were about 12 nations after me, and the Portuguese navy actually blew mine to bits, which is unusual. So I've got Greenland. The reasons I get if I'm going to play the colonising game, I try and get the stepping stones before anyone else does. So I've got Greenland, I've got the Azores. Haven't got these, so I'm going to get these in a minute. I can't reach the Bermuda yet. I haven't even covered it. And I've got as far as America. Now I was a little bit careful with this, because I didn't want to get my bad boy, my reputation, too high. It's fairly high, 15.6. So I've vassalised Maya, captured 3 to give me land, and the 4th is Mexico, because I wanted the cot. Speaking of which, before I forget, because I know I've forgotten to do it, I've forgotten to be sending stuff here, which is absolutely stupid, because I own the darn thing. Right, where are we? Why can't I send? I can send it into Lewis. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it for Toffee. There it is. Right. So I've just set it so that I can. I'll get income from England and from Mexico, and obviously I need that income. And in fact, have I got any merchants at the moment? That's the merchants there. No, I don't have any merchants at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll turn these down. I'm just trying to work out which I should and shouldn't there. And Castile again. They're more likely to not like me anyway. Right, okay. If you actually look, the reason I go for, I mean, Mexico's not massively valuable, but it's not bad. You know, it's on a par with the lower end of Europe. It's more valuable than my closest, Antwerp, and than France. So it's not a bad little one to get, and it gives me one that I can sort of essentially get into without competing. I've just put orange onto there, because I just noticed there's 19 seats available in the Inca one. Where is the Inca? Oh yes, it's obviously a very low powered one, but the reason the seats available down there is that the Inca's again a fairly new one. Okay, so that sorted out the cots. I'm aware of the Incas down here, and I did that because the other thing I've found is that if you start a ship in Honduras, send it round, it'll sink at Inca. Send another one round and it'll usually reach somewhere along here. You can usually get to Pipil. And that therefore gives me the ability to go out from here. So I've actually got quite a good fleet in the Pacific. I've got 12, well it's not 12,000 men, it's a bit battered at the moment. I've got the capability of 12,000 men in that army. I've got the capability of 11,000 men in that army. I've got a 12,000 full strength, 12,000 full strength, and 47,000, which is my force limit. I'm just short, I'm not quite on the force limit for the Navy, and what I'm actually going to do is split out a 3-strong army from that, and there's a reason for this. Because the first thing I want to do is get down south and start colonising down there. And money's a bit of an issue, so I'm going to have to try and balance that a little bit. I'll just start ticking through the days when I do this. Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem. No, that's fine. Right. So I need an explorer. I've got Conquistador who's there. What I'll actually do is take the lead off that, put the leader on there, it's there, one army up, one there. There. So basically, well, I've got my fleet's a bit big, in fact, so I'll just cut the Royal Navy down to a more manageable size. I just realised that's the wrong navy. So I'm not showing any. Hang on. Right. Combine those again, but that's not the right navy. What's going on here? Right. I can go into there. Confusion. Right. Okay. That's got rid of that bit of confusion. Right. So I've got this little 5-ship navy, a couple of decent ships, Garricks, and then a load of cogs. And basically, I'm waiting for them to load up. They've loaded up, and they'll go down here. So I've got the Azores. I could see that Castile can now at least explore. And of course Castile's got a distance benefit over me already until the Azores hit a core, become a core. Once it becomes a core, I get it. So I'm not sure, they might be able to reach Bermuda before I can. So I've got to start colonising as much as I can before Spain use their distance advantage. So we'll come down here. Right, and we'll start uncovering. So don't. But you can tell that they haven't uncovered it because it's grey on the edge. So all these are available for me to colonise. Basically, as soon as it was that, canaries. Send a colonist. Got to be careful on the money. I'm not just going to run out. That's good. Scoot it through a little bit quicker. So you can see where the plan is. There we go. Oh, nice. Not going to complain about that. So I've got my Dira. Just the army just beat is going the other way, so I don't need to worry about that. Go back in there. So yeah, so basically what I'm doing now is playing the colonising game at the moment. I'm not in a position to fight any wars. I mean, I've got a decent army, but I've got reputation to shot at the moment. Now, I do have one issue. My stability is at -1, and I can't add any funding to it, and I just don't know why. It's something I've got to try and figure out because I really don't know why I can't add funding to it. It's confusing the hell out of me. Okay, so I've got the canaries. I've got colonist on the way there. As soon as he comes into Cape Verde, I think I can colonise Cape Verde. That's fine. My other army's dealing with that. Yeah, I can get a colonist into Cape Verde. Zapotec. That's without that leader. If you remember, I took the leader away. Some of the stuff I'm colonising here is purely defensive. It's not necessarily hugely profitable. And I'm using money that really ought to spend elsewhere, but I just want to get these colonies, you know, I want to get an advantage somewhere in the game, and the best place I can get the advantage is colonies now. I'm about to put a 3,000 army into a place where there's a 4,000 army, but I should be able to deal with it. Instead of my I'll go through my economy. My economy is shut. It's one area of the economy. While I'm waiting for that, no colonists to send. That's fine. Got Cape Verde. So I've got our Arjan. I want to get these two, and then I can go into Eldorf, what it's called. These aren't going to be majorly profitable. It's purely so that I can keep my you know, I can try and get the advantage parts of the game. This army is going. This battle's going reasonably well, I think, which is what I sort of expect. Did win. I get a colonist. I've got 0.66, so in a third of a year. And for now, that's sort of where I'm sitting. Over this side, we've still got this battle going with here. You can see I've gone quite a long way over here. I'm going to wait till I've got those as cores. Sorry, until I've got Zapotec as a core, which is 1498, so I'm no rush now. On this side I've got a huge advantage over all the other nations. as soon as Zapotec cores, I can just cream up to this side. As far as I know, no one really knows about this area apart from me yet. I believe it's 50 years when things trip, and we can see that's not, 1491 is when all hell will break loose. But by that time, I've already got an advantage over many nations. Need the HRE. Still waiting for next colonist. The other thing I do need to start doing is building property improvements. So I'll just pause that for a minute. I can only build the one, but I'm not going to complain about that. Ooh, sugar. I hate minting. Not much I can do about it. Oh, wow. My minting is a little bit on the high side. Because part of the issue at the moment is the fact that I've got a lot of colonies. I've got several colonies on the go, and I'm going to have another one on the go in a minute. So I've lost Arjan, which is a little bit frustrating. But these things happen. Great. Right, let's just have a look at the way my training's set up at the moment. Close to Naval 8. Which isn't bad. My land's at land 8. So that's useful. My trade's at 8 because obviously I needed that to do what I'm doing with the colonisation. So basically, there's not, it's letting these tick over more than anything. Level 9 I can blockade ports, so that'd be quite nice. Level 9, sorry, so it's just ticking over at the moment. This battle's there deliberately to... Ooh, I've lost my conquistador, that's not quite so good. Obviously getting rid of the knights is a double-edged sword, but I really don't want to take the risk yeah, kind of half expected that, but never mind. No colonists to send. Now the only colonies that I've got are these. I've got Madeira, Canaries, Cape Verde, Rio de Oro. So it's not like I've got huge numbers of colonies. But what I do need to start doing... Ooh, I lost. That's not good. Oh well, you can sit there and recover for a bit. Right. What I do need to start doing is building more province improvements. And preferably stuff that will... Oops. Increase my income. So, I'll build a constable in Kent, a constable in Gloucestershire, a constable in Yorkshire, that's where I was born. Unfortunately I don't have a Yorkshire accent, which is slightly disappointing, but that's life. Right, so let's knock the minting down until it tells me I'm going to run out of money. Oh, I can take it all the way down. Good. I'm gonna have to lose. Where's land? No, it wasn't too bad. I lost a bit in land technology, which is a bit disappointing, but that's the way it crumbles. I'm actually going to push the government up, so I would like to start getting. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to play this. Right, I'll go equal with those, push the government up, and go that way. Right. So it's a bit of a holding pattern at the moment. Just told me I'm going to run out of money, which didn't surprise me in the slightest. There are 4 colonies each costing 22 per year. Hopefully a little bit of minting like that'll 18 points. Basically, I think the way I'm going to play this is I'm going to accept that my inflation is going to increase for now. But I'm going to concentrate on 2 things. One is getting those key colonies done, so I do need to get these 2 down here done. Which is actually, I think, yeah, on this side I've actually got quite a. Oh, cool. I'm going to complain about that. I'm going to grab half of this army. It's actually probably 3, hasn't it? So a trade range keeps it increasing. That's never a bad thing. So I want that one. That army's getting really battered. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is bring in this extra army down here. So I've just got an army that I could deal with the natives a little bit better. I did debate getting them a general, but I'm just going to have to live with it basically. I've got another colonist, which I will send. Hopefully I'll win this battle now. I've got a slightly better army. Yay! Still got to attack natives. Protect the work the colonist is doing. So I've got 5 missionaries, 5 diplomats, because I've not really done anything diplomatic recently. I've got no spies, and I'm not gaining any at the moment. I've got 2.77 magistrates, because obviously I've been building some stuff. And obviously the plan is that once that stuff has been built, I can so I'm going to get plantations in there. That's nice. Finish these natives off. Poor natives. There we go. I've got half a colonist. I'm not worried about Eldoof because obviously that's inland, so they can't, I'm not sure they can actually get colonists to it without having a sea access, but even if they can, I think the fact that it's not directly linked to the sea means that they can't actually go beyond it. So I'm pretty sure actually There's no, you know, it's a no-brainer. They can't use it. Use Mr. Talbot to do some exploring down here. Again, that revolts just doesn't get pinned down. This is all centred about the fact that I've got my stability still fairly low. There you go, Battle of Zapoteka 1. Right. Province improvements. What's the other ones I can do? Trade. I can do trade depots. Trade income +1. For now. Just keep an eye on my little friend there. Tap the natives again. Oh, I hate it when they do start doing things like this. Where's he going? Zapotec. With that in a minute. Now, I know there's another island down here, and I can't remember whether I'll be able to reach it from here. Obviously, this army I need 2 ships to actually get it off. I might just combine them to get them off when I've. There we go. But actually, at the moment, obviously, I don't even have. Yeah, they're out of range. St. Helena's out of range. Okay. So, I'm just going to whip across to Honduras. And the reason for that is it'll just do some more nice, simple exploring and uncovering of trade routes. Because, of course, as you're... once you've discovered a bit of ocean, you can travel through it a lot quicker and with less damaging effects to your ship than if you haven't explored it. So I've got an explorer. I may as well make use of him. I can just send him from one place to another in that respect, and he just. He'll just trundle across quite happily. I'll leave my little man on here just in case there's any issues. Not that there should be, but it just makes life easier. So basically, I've sort of got a reasonable stranglehold. The only place that I could still colonise Sierra Leone. If you look across to here, I'm still way too far from anywhere for these places. It's going to be the trigger's going to be the Azores and Greenland. Places like Sweden could potentially get across to Americas, but they're ooh, sugar. Did I lose all my ships? Whoops, that was a mistake, wasn't it, folks? Oh well, these things happen. Always a risk when you do that. I thought to be safe. I thought to get through there without any problems. I had a look and it looked like they were on 100%, so I was a little bit caught out by that. These things happen. Right. So, that's sort of where we are at the moment. I'm playing quite passively. If we have a look. Right. I've got my last colony there that I wanted. I've got the... I haven't really got the... Where's the Mali? Oh no, that's on this side, isn't it? Oh, and there you go. You know, I said about I was trying to get round Ivory Coast. Castile have actually got Ivory Coast, so they've started colonising down here. I don't believe anyone's colonising on here yet. Not sure about the Americas, and I can't tell. Was just killed my the guy who could have found it. I think. Yeah, he went down with his ship. So that, you know, if we actually have a look, where are we in the world? Burgundy's still quite large. France is getting on with its building itself up. Brittany's got a bit battered. They're allied with Avignon, France, and Sicily. Burgundy isn't. Now, I used to be allied until... Ooh, interesting. Didn't expect that. You see, a lot of these I can't ally at the moment because, as the after effect of that war that I had, I've got a few allies which I'm more than happy with. But other ones I just can't ally with because they hate my guts after the war. See, I'm getting a lot of refusals. People just don't like me. See, I just most of Europe really hate me. Let me just check something because I think right. Where's Scotland? Scotland's there on 150. So there you go. That's obviously it's improved. Certainly Britain and Scotland and Maya. Now, of course, Scotland was already. Everyone's refusing me. My blooming vassals are refusing me. They just don't like me, do they? So I've got an alliance with Maya. Ooh. I really do need to get that perishing fort built over there, don't I? More concentrating on problems improvements that actually give me income though. So I'm still minting, of course, in the background. And I do have that loan which I unintentionally got. So the next sort of, well, let's move up to the next date that's going to be significant. Let me just pause that and knock that back down now. I don't need that much minting because I've recovered the situation somewhat. I'll probably need it about there. Right, the next significant event is going to be down in the Azores. I haven't got a clue how long this video has been going from. Hopefully we've got the time to do this. 1491. So oh no, it's going to be a while. We'll save that for the next game. So the next sort of significant event is going to be the Azores. These colonies hopefully will colonise just fine. Trying to increase my income from actually building improvements that improve my core. If we go down to, I just want to send that way. Never mind. If we go to my centre of trade, you can see that I've got new. No merchants at the moment. And let me just quickly knock that off, and I'll do one last thing. Right. As soon as I get a merchant, I'm going to use him. So basically, yeah. So the Azores is a big, you know, it's going to be quite key for me. Where will I go next? I'm not sure. The mission I've got at the moment, I really don't need. It keeps giving me stuff. And do I really want Normandy? If I'd got the forces to do it, then perhaps. But I'm just no way I can beat France. Loan is coming due, which I'll worry about in the next, or between episodes, as it were. I'm not really worried about this area. I used to go for it, but it's just such a pain in the butt to deal with. All these, all the areas that you can get. What do you call it? Crusades against. I wouldn't mind getting some more, you know, these areas in Europe. In other games I've got here. My reputation's coming down, which is nice. I've now got a couple of merchants, so sure there's a what? How do you send to get a monopoly? I'm going to work this out. So you guys are all probably just screaming at the screen saying, "Cat, this is actually what you do." Yeah. Okay, I can't see how you make it monopoly. Okay, that's something for me to look up between games. Now I've got nearly a monopoly there, I can start looking at others. Alexandria, Venezia, Lubeck. Lubeck, slightly higher priority. I'm not happy with those. Right. So it sent them off to Lubeck and there. Right, brilliant. Okay, that'll do me for now. I'm not sure whether these videos are going to work in this, but it's worth a try. So, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Night-night.